Shalom, shalom, shalom to the house of Yashara Allah. Alright, the Bayaf Shal Yashara Allah. Alright. Well, I'm going to inspire with a few precepts, that I would like to share, with the brothers and the sisters who are, connected to this channel, So, hopefully I won't be long. But before I start, I will turn to the east and I will give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahawashi, Waha, Raha, Wadash. Alright? Double honors to the apostle of GMS with teacher Ruel. Double honors as well to Ashan, the brother Ashan, and salutation to the Church of Yahawashi, peace salutation to the brothers who are doing the work, who are out there doing the work, laboring, who are in the law. And Shalom Wahab to the brothers and the sisters who are waiting the return of our Lord and Savior, Yahawashi Mashiach. Alright? So I just wanted to touch on something, and my thought, when I was writing it down, it came across like this: Yahawashi was the smoothest of them all, right? Yahawashi was the smoothest of them all right? He had Judah right there with him, but kept it peaceful until ISCARIOT was revealed. And that's that element that, I would like to bring out. And, obviously, when you teach based on the Bible, right? Like 1 Peter 4 and 11 says, right? But then you teach based on your, it could be experience of what you saw. And me personally, even before the truth, right? And I'm speaking through the Spirit for brothers that see certain things that happening in their camp. They go online and they see this and that happening, or they hear about it because they may be around brothers who are in the truth, or know people who are in the truth, and they're hearing a lot of things that happen in the truth camps that, when you look from the outside, it's like they're going against other camps, or brother against other brothers, and things like that. Okay? It's always been like that. It's always been like that. Because light, if I come in the room and I have a torch, right? If there's darkness, as soon as I enter with the torch on my forehead, everything is seen. So, in other words, the light bearers, the men that, Yahweh knew before they were formed in the womb of their mothers, in their mother's womb, right? They have lights, and that light will bring problem because we live in a dark world, right? We live in a world of darkness. So from when I was young, I always seen that element following me, man. People that are close to me, they'll do me dirty and things like that. And I'm sure a lot of brothers as well in the truth, and a lot of sisters as well, have that testimony. But that's because that's the way it is, because it happened to Yahawashi as well, man. So one thing we're gonna have to do right now is to learn to bear with people around us, man. Study them and live with them according to the spirit that they represent. That's why the study of the Bible, as far as the Lashawana Kwadasha, which allow you to enter into the etymology of words to understand the essence, and the study of the different tribes, because every tribe have the characteristic. If you know certain tribes and you know the characteristic, once it's manifested, if you're in the spirit, you know already. Because if you don't study in this truth, if you don't study people, if you don't study spirit, that's why I say to brothers, to me, being on fire, right? To me, being on fire It's when the truth start to be a second nature. Being on fire is not necessarily doing video, every second of the day. That's one part of it, but the bigger part is being able to use the truth in your life every day. That's what it is to be on fire. So part of being on fire is to be able to be a man that study to understand Israel. Because the Bible says that Israel is a peculiar people, man. So a lot of brothers leave the truth, a lot of sisters are frustrated, confused, because that me defining themselves, I'm coming in the truth, everything is okay. But that me certain elements that remind them of the darkness of the world, they're like, I'm going to stay away from groups. I'm going to stay. Well, let me tell you something. Even if you flee your brother because you think that he's like that, the Most are going to bring something else, man. It's going to be another brother. It's going to be a member of your family. It's going to be the woman that you meet or the woman that you're with. So what you're going to do? You're going to have to learn to live with that. Because we are being trialed, man. We are being tested. Okay? So I just selected 3 precepts. I ain't going to be long. I'll select a few precepts and I'm going to, whatever they mean, I'm going to break it down and then as we go, right? So we're going to go to 1 John 3:18. Let me see what it says. I just wrote them down. I didn't even double check. 1 John 3:6. Shema, 1 John 3:18, I believe. Right, so you see, my little children, right? Let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. Right? So that's one thing again. Loving brothers regardless of what you think they are, what you think they represent, how stubborn you think they are. Love them, accept them, because at the end of the day, we all come from different aspects of life. All right, different aspect of life. Even at work, you got people, they don't even know you, but it's just like you have a certain thing about you that they don't like, and you're a Jake on top of that. They don't like you. It's like they don't like you. It's like they can't take it. It's like therefore that you wouldn't learn as fast, but you're a fast learner. So it's like they're already there, and that's the way it is. So everywhere you're gonna go, if you have that thing, the truth, if you have that spirit, if the spirit if the Most High deal with you anyhow, prepare, man. Until Yahawashi return, prepare. So the best way to combat all that energy is love, man. Praying for brothers. In fact, you have to pray for brothers. If you see that there's something that's going on between you and your brother, sometimes talking it out because talking cheap. Esau used diplomacy. When Esau want to go and destroy Libya, he used diplomacy, They go and talk, they sit there around the table, and you think that, they will come to a conclusion, a good one. No. The end thereof is war, destruction. So talk is cheap. So what you do? You pray in the closet, man. You pray for that brother. If the brother did something to you, you pray for him, and you have to go and call him and talk to him, man. Yes, because that's your brother. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you gotta leave it for a bit while you're praying and fasting for that situation between you and a brother, or between you and a sister, or between that sister and that sister. Because we are in a spiritual school. See the heart. You gotta guard your heart. Because if you don't guard your heart, it's gonna grow, and then the fruit will be what? Bitterness. So the Bible says, my little children, you see, my little children, meaning humility. You gotta be humble in this truth. You gotta be, pure in heart. That's why if you got an issue with a brother, speak. Even if it comes off wrong, speak. Go to the brother and talk to the brother, man. But don't keep it. Or don't speak to other brother. The person that you have an issue with, I don't even know why I'm talking about these things. The person that you have an issue with, right? You gotta speak to them first before you go and speak to the next brother. But that's not fair, right? So in deeds, in truth, not just in word. Because love is action. If you really love me, you're gonna sit there and meditate upon me, upon the situation and say, you know what, it's my brother, man. It's my brother, man. I'm just gonna ride with the brother. No matter what, man, it's my brother. Even if he did something that can get you killed. Hey, Yahawashi had Judah Iscariot right there, man. Right there, he knew the guy. But he kept it. So we have to learn now how to move in a room full of vultures. Because very soon Esau is coming down. So we're going to have to learn to move in society, man. Going to certain places, you don't have to let people know that you're an Israelite, or let them find out. There you going to meet all sort of but you because you're calm, you see people from a spiritual lens. Oh, this brother there, man, yeah, he's wicked, but the reason he's wicked because of this or that. This is how I'm going to move with the brother. In the world and in the truth. And understanding as well what purpose. Every person that comes in your life has a purpose in your life, So you got to know what they're here for. If you know what they're here for, and they do something that, they're not supposed to be, they don't do what they're not supposed to do, you're going to be being like, why didn't you do that for me? But the guy didn't come in your life to do that particular thing. That other brother there came in your life to do that particular thing. So, but if you knew different purposes, you'll be like, I see, I understand. So we got to move in this. That's the work that we got to do, man. Moving in the spirit. Moving in the spirit being listening to that voice that speaks to you. As far as studying people. The spirit will tell you about people, in dreams. Sometimes they will be around you, they will do something. And that will be the representation of who they are. And you're like, I get it. That's the brother right there. Okay, now that I know who he is, this is how I'm going to move with him. That's it, man. Okay, so let's move on to the next precept. We're going to go to, Matthew 5 and 22. Matthew 5 and 22. Matthew 5 and 22. Matthew 5 and 22. And he reads, But I say unto you, that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. Alright? And whosoever shall say to his brother Rakah shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say thou fool shall be in danger of hellfire. So, unfortunately in Israel right now, especially in England, as far as like us, I would say the offspring of, let's say the brothers in general, because our GMS, they got a council, you can't do whatever you want. But us law, it's like, we don't listen, There's no proper organization in that, so it's difficult. But nevertheless, you got to use the tool that was given to you, this truth, to move. Because we got to be in a unit. We can't be having all those discord and all those issues again and again and again. Obviously we know that it won't change because it happened, when, Paul was around, when Peter was around, when Yahawashi was around, so it will happen again. But if you got a little crew of brothers that are in the truth, we're going to learn to, first thing is respect, If you respect your brother, you're not going to be disrespecting him for nothing if he hasn't done anything with you. Anything he needs. And if he done anything to you, you got to be able to clearly articulate the reason why you feel a certain way about a brother. You got to be on the table. Because me, I wouldn't keep nothing in my heart against no brother. If I got an issue with you, I will speak to you. Why? Because it helps me internally. Because you cannot escape what's in the mind. When you're in your room, when you're in your living room, when you're on your own, wherever you do driving, on the bus, wherever, when everything, you tend to think about life, and all those things come, and when they come, you can feel an energy in your heart, man. And that's where all those sickness come from. So to free yourself, apply Matthew 18 and 15. But you got to do it as well the right way. You know, we cannot use as well, you know, the protocol for our own good or with malice. You know, so when you use, make sure you use it right. Don't be hating your brother because, you know, sometimes, you know, you find yourself in a situation where you don't even know what you did to brothers. And the hate is something. Look, we have to control let's control ourselves, you know. Because remember, we come from the world. You know, sometimes in the world you will see a brother, he's always fly, he always getting girls, he's talented, and you like, and when he's around, that's what happened between Saul and King Saul and King David. When the women were saying, you know, King David slaughtered 10,000 and King Saul slaughtered 1,000. See, King Saul started to feel a certain type of way. And in Israel, let's be honest, we deal with a lot of these things. A lot of the issue that we have with brothers is not necessarily a real issue. It's just that there's something that is in the brother that, I wouldn't say envy, but something that bothers you. There's a light, but hey, that's why you're in this truth. Listen, let's be honest with ourselves. Kneel down in front of the Most High, man. Kneel down. You gotta have a place in your house, in your room where you go and kneel down. Say, Yahweh, you know, that's the situation again, man. Like, I have this situation, you know, I have that situation where, you know, I feel a certain way by the brother because he said this and this and that. Only you know. But express it to the Most High. He likes when we come and he likes when we humble down to him, you know, and to come and say, Yahweh, we did this, we did that. We want you to help us in that situation. Sometimes we gotta take time even off teaching, off preaching, and really go into ourselves, man. Really go into ourselves and change things. This is the time to really change things. Because sometimes when you're into the sport of it, when doing the work and going down there become a chore, oh, I gotta go out there, man. I gotta keep up with the work. I gotta keep up with the numbers. I gotta keep up with the views. I gotta keep, it's like a sport, you know, the spirit of competition. You know, but you gotta take time for yourself, you know. You gotta sit down because there's a lot of issues. Sometimes you're mad at your brother, you don't even know why you're mad at him. Why are you mad at him? What is it? What did he do to you that's so hurtful that when you see the brother you feel a certain type of way? So we gotta resolve that before the time, because we're not ready, like I say, we're not ready to see Yahawashi yet, you know. We're not ready. And it will be sad after all of that we find ourselves, you know, humbled down and slapped by Yahawashi because he sees everything. He sees everything. You see? So we have to be honest. So I read one more again, but I say one more time. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment, man. So we gotta be careful with that, man. We know there's no need for us to be enemy against each other. We in the truth for crying out loud, for Yahawashi's sake, man. Come on, we in this truth. We have to be careful. Young brothers come in the truth and they see us all the time. There's this situation, that situation, this situation. This brother is against this brother. This brother is like, damn it. You know, every brother have the spirit, man. You may not understand the spirit, but let him be. If the Most High put in your spirit to do something, do it. But just because brother ain't doing what you're doing doesn't mean that he's not doing the work anymore. Okay? Let's carry on. Let's go to 2 Corinthians 11 and 26. 2 Corinthians 11 and 26. And it reads, in journeyings often, in perils of waters, in perils of robbers, in perils of mine own countrymen, in perils by the heathen, All right, in perils in the city, in perils in the wilderness, in perils in the sea, in perils among false brethren. So, the brothers and the sisters, these things are part of it. It comes with the territory, man. Okay? You're going to have people that will hurt you for no reason. So you're going to have to learn with that. But don't let it take you off course. No. Prayer, fasting, reading the Bible, meditation. Even if it's too much, cry, man. No one sees you. Cry. When you finish, you go and have shower, tissue, clean it, or you have shower, you get yourself, and you go to sleep. I don't know. Or you call a brother, and you talk to your brother. Or you call a sister, and you talk. You know? Let me check Salaki on Israel. Just saw something else. Right, so I'm gonna end here. That's the little. I might have to do another one. Another lesson tomorrow. I'll probably do it every now and then. The lesson like that. The living room. Lesson. So yeah, hopefully you were edified, man. Don't let spirit brothers misunderstanding difference in characters, difference in personality stop you, doing the work, right? This is Israel, man. We will get it in the kingdom. We will get it in the kingdom, man. We will get it in the kingdom. But here, it's always going to be some issue. You got to learn to navigate. Keep strong, stay strong, keep the faith. Don't let anything stop you. You got to be strong. People can talk, say whatever, as long as you know that you're in the right with the Most High, you're in good standing with the Most High, why are you bothering yourself for? Do the work. Everyone has you got pastors, you got teachers, you got evangelists, so on and so forth. Everybody got a field. You operate in your field, man, and don't worry about what people say. Do what you gotta do. All right? I would say Shalom. Yahawashi. Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Wahar, Racha, Qadash. Kwam Yasharallah. Shalom, Israel. Shalom.